Timmy Mitch is out in front. Timmy Mitch will run in front. They're not even going to run it anyway. It took a minute, now you didn't have to run away. When they get hard in the kitchen, you decide to stay. That's how the winners made. Stick a fork in the hater on my dinner plate. I walk into the fire like it's just a bit of flame. I switch my style up, what's the money fire? I'ma get rich or die trying, want me switch lanes. I'm always getting better, I'ma be on fifth place. On this one, they won't for the next. Looks like the advance really fast. That was so ahead. Wow. Getting got him. Blow the house down. Raw energy. Don't stop. Go ahead, get it in. Knock, let me in. Blow the house down. I do it for the love. They perform for the checks. And they still get more. They be bored by the rest. I can put the work in. Was a born in success. See the storm, it affects the performance. But I dance in the rain. And the thunder of the drums. And what keep going on. He's gonna try to finish it. He's gonna spin out up and turn 4. Check and fly away the call. Stop runners nowhere. Don't stop. Go ahead, get it in. Jump, knock, let me in.
These guys side by side. White very hesitated here. Layman gonna try the deep. Side by side, great speed though. Layman flies it. There's like a big slice at the line.
Hunter Peak takes the white flag. One lap remaining here at the Rock. He's going to make his way off of turn 4 and come to the checkered flag. Hunter Peak wins the Fast Lane 175 at Rock.
Great lift from the back. There's Bumpin' and Fagan. Who's it going to be? Rex and John Parker around. It's going to be Ruiz winning the race.
Here out front. He is on third for checkered flag waving John Parker back in the lead going.
2-3-4 for the final time. Nick Hapiak off of turn 4. Just a few more feet and Nick Hapiak will be your champion for the 4th time in the NAOR DI Cup Series.
This is the NAOR iRacing Series.
You're looking live at Daytona International Speedway for the regular season finale of the NAOR iRacing Series. Qualifying just wrapped up a moment ago, and Dylan Chappell will be on pole position for tonight's 85-lap race, or 212 miles. And today's sponsor, the Jones Paint and Designs 212. As I'm going to be alongside Eric Kublinger for tonight's regular season finale. Eric, welcome.
Good to be here.
Should be an exciting one. A lot of strategy here tonight. Longer race than we usually see here. 85 laps at Daytona. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. What are your keys to the race here for these 85 laps?
Well, I would say just to make sure you're pushing correctly, don't turn the car ahead of you pushing. Knowing when to make a move on the final few laps. I saw a few drivers just wait too long previously here on LRN. Some drivers just wait and or not really wait, but just do it too quickly. You can move too quickly. So you just really got to time things right and make sure you don't make any mistakes, especially getting on a pit road on a green flag run.
Yeah, we're probably going to see one or two green flag pit stops here. Fuel's 27 to 29 laps overall, so at least a 3-stop race, I would say, give or take, maybe 2-stop. But gridding underway right now. Let's take a look at our starting grid here for tonight's race. And like I mentioned a few moments ago, Dylan Chappell could be on pole position here tonight. We'll get to your grid here now. As I mentioned, the Jones Paint and Design Daytona 212. Dylan Chappell on pole position. Cole Sender 1,000th of a second behind him on the front row. We got Devon Klein in third. Jonathan Parker fourth. Mike Kimball 5th, Zachary Meredith 6th, Nathan Lamont, 7th. Donnie Kite, 8th. Josh Allen, 9th. Cal Todd, 10th. Brett Bennett, 11th. Enrique Quinez in 12th. Christian Quimby, 13th. Nick Hapiak in 14th. Josh Adams, 15th. Jose Ruiz in 16th. Cody McCorkle in 17th. Mark Kissenweather, 18th. John Osborne, 19th. Stephen Maggio rounding out our 20 car field leader tonight. So as Eric mentioned, getting on pit road is going to be important. And also some timing news and when to be aggressive also going to be important here tonight. As we have 2 pace stops here at Daytona. Let's take a quick look at our weather while we're waiting. Pretty nice for the evening there in Daytona Beach. 72 degrees in the air temp and 72-degree track temp. And this race will definitely go under the lights here in a spring race, April 18th in iRacing.
Here just some more facts about tonight. This is our 3rd trip here to Daytona, and Jose Ruiz is the defending track champion. And some season stats: no driver has more than 1 top 5.
That would be at Daytona.
Meredith, yes. Arnold, Meredith, Clayman, Hapiak have 2 top 10s, and only 3 drivers have completed every lap. Layman has the most passes with 98 here. And like you said, it's the regular season finale. Got the top 10 in points and the winners make the chase. And then 2 drivers could join the chase here at Daytona. A new winner or 3 drivers, Bennett, Kite, and Layman, jumping top in points.
Yeah, they're separated. Bennett's separated by 5 points behind Todd, and Kite is 7 points. They're 12 points behind Todd too. Lemon is 17 points behind Todd there. So definitely doable here at a track like Daytona. You never know what's going to happen and who's going to be out front at the end.
Yeah, you really just got to be lucky.
As drivers coming through 3, 1, 2. I mentioned before, a fuel window of 27 to 29 laps. So expect a 2 or 3 stop race possibly. I think tonight's race should be pretty interesting right now. Jonathan Parker pretty much locked up the championship. Ethan Moreno in 2nd. And he's not here tonight, so Nick Capiak probably gonna jump him. But 2nd place in the chase. So 3 and 4. So you
It's our first time going to a super speedway this season. Our biggest track previously has been Auto Club, Michigan.
Yeah, well, technically we went to Atlanta Super Speedway first race, but I mean, it's a very different than Daytona or Talladega, to be honest.
Okay.
But I mean, it is completely different than anything, pretty much. But last week at Burlington, we saw Jonathan Parker win there over Mark Kissenweather. Kissenweather had a good run last week. We'll see if he can bring it back this week, but he's going to be starting keeping the field here tonight in 18th. His pace truck is off, and away we go here at Daytona, the world center of racing. 85 laps to decide who's in the chase, and green flag is out, and away we go. Chappell moves up quickly ahead of Snyder, so he's clear for first. Klein on the bottom, getting pushed by Campbell. Klein side by side for the race lead now, off of turn 2.
You want to make sure you don't be aggressive too early. You don't want to cause a wreck and just have your race ruined at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a fast split here for tonight, so one early incident could cost them the whole race, even on lap 1. So you don't want to, if you're on that bubble or have to win to get in, you don't want to risk it this early in lap 1. But Chapel gonna lead this lap. Or pole sitter. As he's one of the drivers that has to win to get in. He's right now in 15th in points and way too far back to make it on points. So win and he's into the chase for that 99 machine.
And also something to note, at least strategy-wise, there is going to be stages at the end of lap 15 and 35.
Yeah, so a little bit. Shouldn't have to see a green flag pit stop until the third stage. Really, that's gonna be about a 50 lap or so run, give or take. How many caution laps we have? Right now, just side by side, kind of just typical next gen racing we see in real life. Also,
Yeah, these cars are just hanging on here, double file, just running their race. Basically pacing at high speeds here. 5 dips, left side tires on the apron a little bit there.
yeah, Klein's pretty much locked into the chase right now, so he's really just going for wins here. Not sure exactly. About to see if we can find out some information on if a stage win maybe gets you a playoff point or something like that, or the win gets you some playoff points. I'd assume so, but we don't know exactly the number, so we'll try to find out information as soon as we can. Brunel Chapel still on the outside, getting pushed by Snyder. Doing a great job just maintaining his line and keeping it straight so far. Ooh, Javon Klein with a grudge shove from Mike Campbell there. Gonna take the race lead through 3 and 4. Might even clear Chapel off of 4. Side by side the line will Klein lean to his lap. It's gonna be super close. Ooh, Chapel barely gets it at the line. For now, Eric, what would your mindset be right here with 5 laps in? You know, you just kind of double foul. No one's been able to make any moves. You're one of these drivers, maybe on the bubble or something. You need to get those stage points.
Or almost into the wall in the back of the orange car. I don't know who that is.
Maybe Cody McCorkle. No, looks maybe a.
There's the Airs machine right ahead of him. Can't see the number on that, but he stepped out of the line on almost at the outside wall.
It's
on the back
Steven
straightaway.
Maggie. Oh, my bad. There. But like I was saying, like I mean, if you're on that bubble, how aggressive will you be for these stage points, and how valuable you are? Like you're a driver like Donnie Kite, or a driver like Brett Bennett, or
And I
Nathan
would
Lamon.
just try to stay up there towards the end, get up there.
Ooh, 3 wide.
3 wide.
It's a 15, I believe. Or maybe a 16 actually of Kyle Taub. He's the one guy in 10th place, so he tried to make a move there. Maybe get himself in a good spot for the stage here.
You gotta have help to get up there. We saw him go alone and he just fell right back. Looks like right now that outside lane is the preferred lane. As more and more drivers leave in the inside lane.
Yeah, and stage points are really, really important. They're a majority of the points that you get here, because the winner gets 30 points, and just the race total points. And stage points, if you win, you get 10 points. That's a third of the points you could get right there, even compared to the winner. So if you finish 10th and you still won the stage, you'd still get the same amount of points as the winner. So it's a huge difference there.
Klein and Campbell locking bumpers, pulling out ahead a little bit. But here comes the rest of the field.
Yeah, they made a great move, and now Nathan Lamon on the bubble in second. Puts himself in a good position to get some good stage points here.
we've seen with these next-gen cars going double fires. Big block by Lehman. He's going to leave the 5 out to dry, and they fly right past him.
Yes, man, what a move by these drivers. These guys are gonna be a little aggressive than I probably would be early in this race.
But Lehman is desperate for a point, so he's just going to try to do anything. He's nearly a wreck there. The 5 came down. Lucky they did not wreck there. Good save by the 71. That's Mike Campbell.
Yeah, already 10 laps into this one, and there's been some aggressive driving, but I think it's pretty clean so far that we've seen so far this race. I mean, nothing too crazy I've seen yet.
5 dives down low to the inside lane. Klein trying to control the inside lane now, but he's falling back. This inside lane's stacking up a little bit.
Him and Campbell worked well together early in this race. We'll see if they can call their way back up here. Looking like making some good movement through 3 and 4, though.
Yeah, they've got the run. Just everyone nearly sending the 5 around. Got a bit swirly there.
Yeah, you can really push pretty hard in these next gens, but you gotta be careful. You have that lack of security. I mean, one little push wrong and boom, there goes the field pretty much.
17 dives down Meredith, and that Thomas the Tank Engine's gonna lead this train of cars.
Yeah, ironic, isn't it? But kind of little flashbacks there. Thomas the Tank Engine, that used to be my paint scheme, but he's trying to lead his pack down. He's coming to 5 to go this time, so he does have time to get up there. He's not too far back. He's only in 6th place, 4th place actually, 3rd place.
They're flying.
Good run, wow.
Yeah, Line's really pushing them,
What a push there.
and they'll take the
And
race
they're gonna
lead.
wow, what a tandem these two have been. And they're gonna take the race lead.
Here. This outside lane's diving down.
Ooh, they're not together though. They separate as Meredith goes to the top. Klein stays bottom. Not sure if they wanted to do that. It looked like they both wanted to go top, but Klein just was not clear. It's a little bad shove where the 14 moves up the racetrack. A little bumper around Super Speedway. Don't really see that too often.
Yeah, that 17's gonna fall back. Just changed positions really quickly. It was looking so good for that
Wow.
17 car, and now look, he's falling all
And
the way
also the
back.
inside lane, Klein already down to 6th place. The outside lane training. And that's just how quickly it can happen here at Daytona. Go from all the glory to all, basically, the sadness right there.
But we saw how quickly that inside lane came storming up to the front, so don't count them out.
Yeah, they get there quickly, but they can also slow down pretty quickly too.
Can't go 3 wide, at least without help. Just
Lane-
everyone in the 5 working together all night so far. They're coming back to the front in the inside lane again. Separated a bit, we're going to see that inside lane fall back a little bit here. They should begin the run here through the corner. That inside lane seems to be the preferred line in the corners. Only a few laps to go in the stage. The end of lap 15 is the end of stage 1. It's near contact with the 5 back there. Klein. Here comes the 2 and the 12.
Here comes Kite. Being pushed by Josh Adams. Good shove to the inside lane. Here comes Klein. He's got have some help from Campbell. The inside lane forming up a little bit here late in the stage.
This outside lane, I've noticed. Oh, yeah, they're coming down a bit. Like I was about to say, just trying to side draft this inside lane. Got a bit unorganized there, entering 3, and they paid the price. Side by side, Lehman leads that lap.
It'll be interesting to see who gets to the line first, come to the stage. I mean, we've seen the outside be good, we've seen the inside work well. I just don't know who's exactly going to be. I think it's just about timing, really, just perfect timing. Really just going to determine who gets to the line first. Because they're 3 wide in the back.
A lot of cars just ditched the inside lane and went up to the top.
They're starting to
Or
form a
went 3
third
wide.
line. Starting to form 3
Yeah,
lines here.
Gotta have help, and it seems like
The
they
inside's
do.
dead right now, though. It just seems very weird. The top 4 drivers just really just able to stick together. Ooh, that's Todd, I believe, right to the inside of Brett Bennett. 3 wide on the outside is Steven Maggio. As here comes a big round. Giovanni Klein got to take it up top. Because Sajah Parker not going to be clear yet. White flag for the stage this time by.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these leaders jump down low. At least in the corners.
Just staying middle right now. Klein's trying to lead that outside lane, but I don't think it's been up. But here comes Kite to the inside game. A big shift from Josh Adams. A little check up there on the exit. Oh, Adams is losing
One's
it.
going to go around.
And around he goes, and that's the rest of the field, about half the field. A lot of drivers involved. Mike Campbell around hard on the outside wall. Steven Maggio around. Giovanni Klein in the inside wall hard. Kissenweather, I think, is involved too, maybe. Yes, he is. I want to see who's all involved there. Looked like it was a bad shove gone wrong off of turn 2. From Josh Adams, maybe. Or Brett Bennett. Yeah, pushing the pusher, I think, right there. Kind of just happened.
Yeah, you can bump well, like we've said in these cars, but not too much. And you saw the consequence over there. And just remember, no fast repair for tonight, so a lot of drivers will be spending a good amount of time in pit road.
Yeah, drivers that escaped. Brett Bennett escaped from that one, even though he kind of, I wouldn't say he caused it completely, but you know, pushing the pusher doesn't really go too well, obviously. But he survives. Todd was involved, I believe. No, Todd made it through. Kite made it through. So basically, everyone on the bubble made it through. So lucky for them, they're still in it. But caution here on lap 16. That's pretty much when the stage would have been. But Nathan Lamont could have won the stage, and he's on the bubble, and he need those stage points.
I just feel really bad for Giovanni Klein. The 5 was up front throughout the night so far, and he is in last place right now.
Yeah, some major front damage there. I think he hit the inside wall pretty hard. We'll see how much repairs he can get done with that 5 machine, but I don't think it'll be enough here at Daytona to be sustainable.
I assume everybody's going to be coming down to pit road now. 4 tires and fuel and damage repair if needed.
Yeah, no reason not to. I don't think you can even make it to the stage 2 caution without pitting here. Or at least it'll be very close. Rear stop pit lane's not super important like it was last week at Darlington, but still want to be in good position here. We've seen it's kind of hard to make some moves in these next-gen cars. Kind of like in real life, you kind of just kind of stuck side by side with each other and just kind of side drafting and nowhere really to go. But Nathan Lamont won stage 1. He leads off of pit lane after the caution. A bunch of drivers still in the pit lane fixing some damage. But in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back before the green flag for stage 2. Way back here at Daytona Beach, Florida. Ready to get started for stage 2. Nathan Lehman won stage 1. He's going to try to defend his stage title, I guess, here. Try to go back to back in the stages, and green flag is out. And away we go for stage 2. Caution lap, we're going to be on lap 35 here, so we're on lap 19, I believe. So that'd be, quick math here, 16 laps. 17 laps, technically, actually. But, good restart here. Lemon not able to get to the outside lane, but he's staying low as they're side by side yet again. Ooh, wiggly. Nick Hapiak. I think that's who that was, wiggling on the inside lane. But getting up to speed now. Through 3 and 4, looks like the Go City. Same thing we saw in stage 2, just side by side racing. Duke can make a move late in stage 2 to maybe win the stage here.
Yeah, we saw in stage 1 you can fly up through the field if you have help getting a push, especially on an inside lane, the fastest way around this racetrack. We saw the outside really be the preferred lane. We saw more cars up there, but Cole Snyder, winner at Atlanta to start the season, pushing that 14 up front. Him in a must-win position if he doesn't make it on points.
Yeah, he still has a chance to make it on points, but when the stages are right step in the right direction, every point matters here at the end of the season. Sun has really set down. It's pretty much nighttime here in Daytona. We're kind of in sunset when we begin. But it's officially nighttime here on the East Coast by the Atlantic Ocean. Zachary Merritt still up there in that 3rd place spot. Thomas Cheng engine. He's not done trying to lead the lap in the Thomas machine right there.
Yeah, Meredith and Cole virtually right next to each other, at least in turn number 2, and those 2 drivers finished 1-2 in a photo finish at Atlanta to start the season. Snyder giving a push to Lehman right now in the outside lane.
Yeah, I think right now they're kind of just content running where they are. They know that they really need help if they want to make up some ground here. I think they're just going to try to take it easy here for now and not really push until maybe like probably 8-7 to go. That's kind of what we saw in stage 1. I think it's the same thing we're going to stay here in stage 2, if I had to guess. All it takes is one bad mistake and that guess is completely wrong, so.
Yeah, one push too hard we saw at the end of stage 1 wreck the entire field.
Yeah, probably half the field at least. I would say at least got some sort of damage or was involved in that one. But most of these drivers are actually in the pack right now. Actually all of them are. So all 19 are still in the pack. So even without having the fast spur, they repair their damage enough. Because Klein's still in there, and he hit the wall pretty hard. I felt like on the inside, but he's still up there in that 16th spot. Not losing too much time. I doubt he can like lead a pack, but he definitely can stay behind some drivers.
Yeah, right now you just want to ride around and see how much you can go up. I know it's just you're lucky to be able to still be in the pack with damage, no fast repair here.
Right now, basically the top 10 didn't get any damage in that one, so everyone else has some sort of damage. Could be more, could be less than each other, but you know, some damage is definitely significant here at Daytona. It's not like a Bristol or Martinsville type of racetrack. But Lehman again just kind of controlling the outside lane, kind of just we saw last time. Snyder same with Lehman, not letting anyone else pass in the inside lane. Topsy on the inside, being pushed by Meredith. They switched right there. Quite a long race here compared to what we usually have in NAOR. Usually it's probably a little shorter. I wouldn't say it's super long, but 85 laps at Daytona, 212 miles. It's quite a long race at Daytona. It's almost half the Daytona 500 or so. So I mean, little bit of I don't think it affects him too much, you know, physically. As Top goes to the apron there, he's gonna lose a couple spots. Actually, now Merida stays behind him, but the inside lane's struggling. And caution is out actually as Nick Capiak slow in turn 1 and 2. Not sure what happened there. Bunch of drivers slow. We'll have to take a look at that one. So this is gonna be interesting to see how this plays out with the few-lap run. Looks like, oh yeah, Capiak just got spun out by Brett Brennan, I believe. 360 for Nick Capiak. I don't know how hard he hit the outside wall. Looks like he has some right side damage though.
Yeah, thankfully, didn't seem like too much just happened all the way in the back, so not too many cars.
Yeah, there's kind of a checkup in front of him. I think that was a 23 car of Jose Ruiz. Capiak doesn't look like too badly damaged. I mean, he has some scrapes there, but he didn't hit the wall at a terrible angle with high speeds.
Yeah, that was just an accordion effect on the inside lane there. We saw a car dip on the apron a little bit, exiting the tri-oval, and that just stacked up the entire inside lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it'd be interesting. It's gonna be about 7-lap shootout, I would say, give or take. It should be 3 pace laps here, so I think it'd be a 6-lap shootout actually. As I doubt anyone will come up pilling this time by with the guaranteed caution in about 10 laps.
You never know, might want to top off, so next time you go on pit road during the stage caution, even less time filling up the fuel on your race car, you can just really get ahead. Josh Adams in that 12 car going to get the wave around here.
There's one of the drivers involved in that first caution there. Good for him to get away around, so everyone's going to be on the lead lap here. No lap down cars yet, which kind of surprised me. I thought a few of those drivers may have to take a little bit more damage repairs than they did, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't raced the next gen in a long time actually, but I don't know how the repairs are here. And I know you probably, well, you don't know that much either, but I don't know how good it repairs. I know the trucks repair pretty decent, but next gens are just completely different also. Still pacing here. I mean, what would your strategy be with six lap shootout here for the stage? I mean, obviously different drivers in different situations. Kind of depends on what situation you're in, I guess. But what would your strategy be here? I know you're pretty good super speed racer yourself, in the street stocks at least.
I mean, I would really just try to get up front and just hold my position and ride around, if not leading, just somewhere where I can easily make a move and quickly take the lead. I know really we've seen cars just right around the outside lane and then 2 cars hook up on the inside lane and just fly up there. So you can really sit far back, like mid-pack, and then as long as you have a drafting partner that will go with you on the inside lane, you got a clear shot ahead of you. I think that's a pretty good strategy. I've seen it work multiple times tonight already. As I would be inclined to know, who are the biggest movers so far this race, Dallin?
That's a good question. I can find that out right here, right now. Top 3 right now, and it's Steven Maggio in up 13 positions. He in 7th. He started dead last. Quimby up 9, Nathan Lamont our leader up 6. So we've seen some movers, you know. I mean, maybe some wrecks happened that helped them, but I mean, we've seen some movers. I think you can definitely make some things work here and there on the outside, and the inside. It just depends on who's pushing you. I think that's really the main thing
Mhm.
we've seen tonight. I mean, if you don't have a good pusher behind you, you're just not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, we've
And
seen Blind go all the way to last place, and he's already back up to ninth.
yeah, he was involved in that wreck too. But the first caution, I mean, but I mean, I think the problem here is like you need like be a really good pusher, but if your pusher makes one mistake, around you go. But if he's not on your back bumper, you're not gonna go anywhere, which is
Mhm.
kind of a you know tricky thing to navigate when you have to push to go somewhere. But if you push a little too hard, then chaos happens or all around you. So kind of got a fine line there. I think we'll see that kind of later in the race. Maybe not now, but definitely like the last 10 laps. We'll probably see some over pushing the push. We kind of saw it a little earlier this race already, but I think we'll see a lot more later. Depending on if we green flag pit stops, that kind of spreads out the field a little bit. But we were focused here on stage 2 finish. Pace truck is off. And Nathan Lamont going to lead us to the green this time by. And he goes.
He gets going early. The outside lane didn't seem ready, especially from row 2 back.
Yeah, Chappell was in third. He moves up in front of Snyder. And the inside lane already estimated no drivers on the inside.
Yeah, they all jumped up front. And there's another guy riding out in the middle. That's the 2 of Kite, just trying to jump up high, but he can't. Door closed up top.
The inside lane forming up as much as they can. They still have time. They still have plenty of time to form up and try and make a move. But they're not making a lot of headway right now.
Yeah, I just want to say that Lehman's done a good job of staying up front tonight. As here comes that 36 car. I haven't talked about him today so far. There comes the inside lane. He will be leading it, tight pushing him.
That's 36 of Justin Quimby right there. On the inside of Merritt. At the inside, still, I just don't think they have like a good chemistry. You also have some chemistry with the driver you're pushing. But there he comes. Here comes Donnie Kite getting a good shove there through 1 and 2. Ooh, little squirgle there, but he's moving. He's making some moves. Up the second now. Can he get up to race lead here down the back straightaway?
And every time this inside lane comes storming up front, we see the outside lane just go to the middle just to try to get the side draft.
But man, they just lost. I mean, he was about side second to Dylan Chappell. Now he's all the way beside Zachary Merritt, two car lengths behind. I mean, and that was just down the straightaways. Ooh,
And he's still
that's kind of what I was
still
just
wobbly.
talking about. Kite has to push him to get up there. But if you push him just a little bit wrong, then he's get really wiggly. But they still have a huge run. It's very odd how this race car works.
So we see a lot of cars diving low. It's about even now. Outside lane stacking up a little bit. Big shove to Lehman from Chapel.
And when that outside gets to the back straightaway, the outside just pulls so much more than the inside. It is crazy to see it live here.
Yeah, they have a good momentum off the high banking.
Top 32 now, coming down to the end of this stage.
Inside lane checkup. Kite would dip to the apron a little bit. It was not going to be a good shove on the 36, so he backed off just to avoid spinning him. They got a little bit of momentum down here, down the straightaway. And now here's the big run.
This
Kite
is what they
diving
need
out.
here.
Kite just lost him there. I don't know if he was getting hot on his radiator or what, but they separated and just killed the momentum of that inside lane. Stage end at the end of lap 35. Only a few more laps to go. Saw a lot of drivers wait till The final lap of the stage is huge run for the 36.
Can they sustain it though down the back straightaway? They're still together right now, squirreling up through the lanes here. But the outside is so good down this back straightaway. They just gap them so much, and it takes them a whole half a lap to get back up to them. Man.
And Quimby's just been too squirrely from the pushes from Kite.
On the inside falling back, I mean, man.
Here comes Klein splitting 3 wide. And 16 near contact, almost went around there. It's about to be a push gone wrong. Still 3 wide in the back. I expect 16 to drop behind the line. No help there.
As man. On the inside, just making so much headway, but the outside just sustaining so much better down the back
14 might
straightaway.
be too far ahead here.
That comes to the white this time. Watch for center. That's Klein to the inside. He's already back up to being involved in that first first caution. He's already up to 5th place, and he has a chance to win the stage here late. White flag in the air for stage 2.
Car looks pretty clean now. Good for him for getting all that damage fixed. This might be the strategy for the 99 to push the 14 out ahead, then back off and just try to make a move when catching back up.
Watch out for Snyder making it 3 wide. That's actually Meredith making it 3 wide. At least peeking there.
So here comes the inside lane, but now it's unorganized. 36 looked low. They just separated there.
Big run for Klein, maybe. But Chapel tandeming Lemon up the racetrack they go. Down the back, down the front straightaway now. Who's gonna get to the stage? It looks like Lehman's gonna sweep stage 1, stage 2, and he's looking really good to maybe sneak into the chase here with a win or maybe by points.
Yeah, the inside lane on the final lap just could not get going. It's only for a little bit that they would just get squirrely and then just separate, and it just really cost them there. They just really need to fix pushing because we just saw it'd be a consequence for them too much.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this last stage plays out, especially with the most likely we have at least 1 green flag pit stop. So. Also, they're definitely going to be paying this time by 2.
Yeah, 4 tires and fuel.
But man, Lemon's been so dominant tonight. I don't think we've seen him really have any competition. But that may all change here soon once you guys really fight for these wins. Especially Chapel behind. Snyder too. I don't know if they're going to stay behind him for the last few laps of the actual race, but I mean, it's still got a long way to go until we get there. I mean, you can just stay behind someone, you can kind of find their weakness or so sometimes, and looks like Arnold's staying out, but Lemon off of pit lane first. So Arnold, interesting strategy call there. Did not even stop in his box, but he drove through pit lane, so he probably, I don't know, very interesting there. I don't know if he just missed his pit stall, but anyways, we're going to take a quick short break for the stage 2 caution. We'll be right back for stage 3 and the cap off the regular season of NAOR. Back here live at Daytona International Speedway as pace truck is off. And away we go for stage number 3. Nathan Lamon gets a great start again. As before we mentioned, Josh Owen did not pit. You came down pit road next time by, topping off on fuel. Few other drivers did that too. But Lamon and Chappell again working very well together.
Yeah, immediately going up to the high side. I expect them just to ride around here for the next couple tens of laps.
Yeah, fuel window we were told was 27 to 29. I'm sure people can stretch it to maybe 30. So expect these guys to pit around lap 70 or so. 65 to 70 would be the pit window here if we make it. So it'll be a one-stop race to the end. So gotta nail that pit stop or you're gonna be pretty much left behind unless you get a caution.
You're right now. I would just ride around. Just don't try to cause anything. You don't want to be too separated from the leaders, though, especially coming off pit road. We've seen many times where you're a few car lengths behind and you just get abandoned from the pack. One car diving into the apron, had to check up and didn't want to push kite there, it looks like.
Jose Ruiz may have it was a 3 wide almost Klein. He's been 3 wide. He's been picking 3 wide a few times tonight and in this session. But we'll see who's gonna be aggressive late in this race. I mean, you would have to think that these guys off that do not have a chance. As maybe it was Meredith going down to the apron.
He might just be trying to get to the back of the pack here.
As a few of these drivers not able to even make it on the point, so they have to win to make it. Those drivers would be including. Let me pull it up here real quick. So Jose Ruiz, Chappell would be one of them. Campbell and Quimby. Those drivers have to win to make it into the chase here. Everyone else can either point their way in or they can also win their way in too. So those I think I mentioned 4 drivers have to win to make it to the chase. They continue their season pretty much. Chappell in a good position to do that though.
Yeah, he's been up front the entire night, just been pushing Lamon, and they've been riding around on the outside lane here. Been pushing each other, not getting too far out ahead from his pack.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how the inside drivers, those drivers have been on the inside this pretty much whole race. I mean, you'd probably say Kite. I think Happyak's been there, but here comes Happyak Taub. Good run through 1 and 2. Can it sustain it down the back straightaway? This is pretty much back straightaway has been the death of the inside lane this whole night long. Can they sustain it though? Because I think if they can stay alongside the outside lane, they can maybe clear them through 3 and 4. A little better than we usually see. Those side by side with the leaders still. The outside did not have that good of a back straightaway, but through 3 and 4 they pull away a little bit.
The inside lane able to be stable and continuously push each other, not separating. Still that outside lane pulls a bit ahead.
As we're coming to halfway through, more than halfway done. Still have half of the race left to go. Remember, you still have one more pit stop here. We're saying it's going to be around 65 to 70 laps. So about 20 to 30 or 20 to 25 more laps. Excuse me. As again, the inside just dying. I feel like, yeah, I mean, the inside has that one good lap that they just gain all their time and then they just lose it. And it takes them like 3, 4, 5 laps to have that momentum, and then they just lose it again. I'm not sure exactly why, but the outside just seems very just consistent. A lot more consistent than the inside lane. Might just be how the next gen drives, maybe. Also. As the outside lane continue to do well, these 4 drivers pretty much. I think if the outside lane has at least 4 drivers, I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, we've seen 4 drivers just consistently be able to be from the first driver on the inside lane. As the outside 3 wide now. I think that's who is that? I believe the 36 maybe. Maybe. Oh, Justin Quimby. Sorry. Justin Quimby getting pushed by, I think, 15 Mark Kissen while they're there. Let's see if they can make some moves here on the outside lane. They're very outside. Oh, Quimby in the outside wall, though. He's going to lose a lot of time. Even more time now. It's falling back just bit by bit. He's going to fall back all the way down to 12th place.
Yeah, that third line has just not been successful at all tonight. But it's mostly been just single cars trying to break something and getting no help and falling back.
Here comes the inside. Josh Arnold trying to make it work. He was the last driver of the pit. He stayed out. Or he didn't pit the first time around, but he pitted the second time around. He's challenged a little bit there, but again, we see time and time again, the inside lane gets close, but never enough though. Comes the inside lane again with a good run. Like I've said a lot tonight, but I mean, they just can't capitalize on enough as the 2-car Tina up ahead. Chappell and Lehman doing wonders right now. They're pulling away from the guys on the outside with them.
Yeah, throughout the night, this outside lane, these 3-4 cars up here have just been doing a great job, especially the front 2, of being consistent, being stable, and that's why nobody's really been able to get around them.
Yeah, those are the 2 that really beat. If you can split those guys up, I think the outside won't be as dominant. I think those 2 drivers really just make this outside lane unbeatable right now. Oh, so here comes the outside even more. 3 wide, Josh Adams, and I think that's a Johnny Kite actually. And here's Snyder moving up the racetrack there to make it 3 wide. Now 2 wide, Klein on the inside. I think it's a little early to go 3 wide. I mean, maybe not, but also sometimes they're kind of 2 wide also at some points too.
This outside lane's been riding the middle, but we've seen them now, since they're 3 wide, go up a bit more. But these front 3 staying, between the high lane and the middle lane.
And Klein trying to side drive, bad run from the outside lane, checking up a little bit. While Klein to get a decent run, kissing when they're behind him. There's Josh Adams. He drops down. As Arnold with a huge run, gonna push Adams now. Outside a little not as formed up as they were before. This could allow the inside lane to maybe make some moves, but they're kind of just side drafting each other way too much right now.
Yeah, I think it's just going to take a lot to pass these leaders on the top side.
Yeah, I think you really just got to split up Lemon and Chapel up ahead. But they're 3 wide through the middle of the field. With 35, now come to 34 laps to go. As Kite moves to the inside lane, he wants to lead that inside. He has a good run. The side draft Quinez there.
Here comes Kite. Side by side with third place now, but he's all alone.
He has
Two
no
car
help from
lengths back
behind.
to help. He gets a big shove.
Was losing so much time to the outside lane. He has all the momentum off for turn 2. There's nothing they can really do right now.
Three wide now for third.
Guys
I've
just,
seen three wide action this close to the front all night.
yeah, this consistent. I mean, we've seen 3 wide a few times, but they've been 3 wide for a couple, numerous laps now. As Quinez has fallen back with that Snyder right there behind him. Klein now up the 4th behind Jose Ruiz. Ruiz, one of the drivers that needs to win to make it into the chase. Him and Chapel, and here comes Kite. He's on the bubble spot too. He's looking for that first place spot right now with coming to 32 laps to go. As they're side by side with the lead. Can the inside finally sustain it? Kite with a good shove from Josh Adams. Adams giving him a good shove. They're on the same team. Juicy Spider Racing there. But again, just moving back there. Man, here comes Jose Ruiz for the race lead. He's side drafting, has no help from behind, but here comes Klein. Lee goes to help to the inside. Here comes Kite also. As we, man, these guys are being pretty aggressive here.
Osborne up there. This is the closest he's been. Look at Klein jumping up 3 wide now.
Ooh, movement in the back.
Some cars probably looking to swing back. No.
Slowing down, actually. Something must have happened there. But Klein up top, making it 3 wide for the race lead. And Klein clears him. New leader out in front, Giovanni Klein. Lehman's been dominant his whole stage 3. Klein gets the lead. Will he block Lehman? Yes, he will. As Klein leads this lap this time by 20 laps in the stage 3. We have a new leader for the first time.
Yeah, and Jonathan Parker and that Ford A car really helped him get up front, but he just fell back since he didn't have any help.
But Lehman now challenging the inside lane, side drafting up by a machine. Lehman going to be pushed by John Osborne on the inside lane. It's 30 laps to go. These drivers are making some moves. Chapel and inside with Snyder there. Is Klein going to be split 3 wide? Oh, he blocks high. What a move for Klein. He does not want to be split 3 wide again, but he uses a lot of momentum. And look at the top 2, hitting him in the way.
This is the most spread out we've seen the leaders so far tonight, but you don't want to be too far out ahead.
Yeah, it should be caught up here. Nathan Lehman's still in 3rd place. He's still up there. He's been really good tonight, but Chapel was a pole sitter, so he's also been up front all night pushing Lehman, so he's not a stranger to being up front. Here comes Nick Happy, Donnie Kite, getting pushed by Mike Campbell and Jose Ruiz. 3-car tandem on the bottom. How much headway will they make here?
Yeah, Mike Campbell was up front for most of the early part of the race, got involved in that accident to start that first caution, and finally he's working his way back up after just sitting back in the pack for most of the middle part of the race. Don't forget that these drivers will have green flag pit stops soon.
Yeah, that's also one thing, yeah, to remember. Around the next 10 laps or so, we will see you drivers pit. And so, some might pit early, some might pit later. You know, if you were on a team and a voice chat together, probably want to coordinate that. Probably right now, honestly. Kind of just so you can slowly work together, get in positions, get in the right slots and whatnot. Chapel out in front. He had the pole. He's now leading here on lap 59. The outside lane forming up a little train here. Kind of now starting to calm back down. We saw some action there for about 10 solid good laps of some moves there. But now kind of calming down. People kind of made up their spots. But here comes the inside lane. Osborne's being pushed by Kite there. As big run from Kite. Oh my goodness, what a run. Osborne might go to the lead here. He's going to clear Wow.
I haven't seen anybody be that fast all night. We saw Snyder try to come down and block with us. It was just not enough.
And then Kite just falling like a rock now. He just shot Osborne to the race lead just like that. As Chapel going to try to ditch him now. Those three worked together really well tonight. That I just can't believe I just saw there. Honestly.
Yeah, you definitely didn't want to get ahead of him. That would have been a push gone wrong.
Yeah, I think these guys probably in the same voice chat, seeing how coordinated those guys are. Yeah, it looks like they are. So, working together in the voice chat, definitely very important here. As Osborne all by himself right there on bottom. Looks like he's in the voice chat with Jose Ruiz. Ruiz behind him in the 2023 machine.
Here comes Happyak.
Yeah, Nick Happyak was involved in that second incident caution of the race.
Down in the apron, trying to let him back up. Gotta watch out. Don't want to stack up too much.
At 25 to go this time by, they can make it on fuel if they want to pit this time. So anytime from now on, you will see drivers might pit. They can make it. As Brett Bennett, he's one place off the cutoff line. He's all the way down in 18th place. He's an 11th in the points. This is not good for him. Looks like Jonathan Parker to the outside lane, being pushed by Josh Arnold there. Parker still has some damage there on his race machine from the first caution. But Snyder and Chapel tandeming again. These drivers working very well together here tonight. Those three have been locked onto each other all night long.
Wondering if we can give driver of the race to 3 different people at the same time. So now these leaders have really moved to the inside lane after being up top all night. See if they could.
I think this definitely looks like they might be paying this soon.
Yeah.
At least. Not this time, but definitely soon. I mean, that's a good indicator. You know, we're kind of seeing it right now. You know, look at it outside, kind of dead for right now. But the inside definitely alive and well, as you can from basically the opposite we've seen all night long. It's definitely a good indicator that some of these drivers are going to be paying here soon. And look, yep, as soon as I said that, here comes a few drivers on pit lane. I think it's the Juicy Spider machines. Yes, it is. Happyak, I think that's Adams and Kite. Those 3 drivers together. 3-car tandem, I think, is the fastest in the next gen. So we'll see if these guys can hook up together off of pit lane. Any good pit stops here, no mistakes. Oh, Kite, too far back into this pit box. He had to move up a little bit.
And make sure on exit 2 not to be too far spread out.
Oh, yeah, they were very spread out here. Kind of Happy not so much, but Josh Adams way far back. He actually had a 12.2 second pit stop, so I think he accidentally took tires there, as we have a few other drivers coming down this time by. And no, we don't. There's a single filing it out. But expect pit stops here soon. We already saw 3 drivers on the same team pit. Expect probably half the field to pit probably this time by, honestly. Because we're hitting that 28 lap mark. We were told 27 to 29 laps. So this time by would be the perfect time to pit. 20 laps to go. Enough time to do some damage and make up some ground and battle it out.
Yeah, nobody on the outside lane right now. I wonder if anybody will try to go to the outside lane, try to gain some track position, since it seems like everybody's going down pit lane this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the communicating voice chat on iRacing, it would be kind of not too smart if they weren't, but here they come down pit lane. I think everyone coming down pit lane, every single one of those drivers in that pack coming down, make sure you slow down for pit lane. Wow, that was absolutely beautiful. Chef's kiss right there for everyone.
Yes. Good coordination.
That was, I mean, 3 wide on the pit lane. That was probably the most beautiful next-gen pit stop entry on Daytona I've seen in a long time.
You got to make sure no mistakes, no accidentally taking tires or something. Get out of pit road smoothly, no contact, and make sure you're with your teammates.
Klein off first. As Snyder and Chappell almost last off the pit lane.
Yeah. Mike Campbell, not a good stop too. I know he might had some.
They may have just took too much fuel. Again, Snyder had a 12.5 second pit stop compared to Klein. He had 8.9, so they may have just took more fuel in them. Let's take a look at where Donnie Kite and Nick Hapiak, they're in a pack of 5 already, up to speed. I don't know the mile per hour. We'll see, get a look at that real quick. It's the mile per hour on Donnie Kite, 188. You got Josh Arnold, 160, so they should be able to catch them. So they weren't together off of pit lane, but now they are, and they should be able to get up there. Almost 200 miles per hour for Nick Hapiak down the back straightaway.
I think they'll be able to get up there, but I think by the time they get up there, they'll be about even on speed. Because Mike Kimmel's gotta.
Actually, no. These 5 drivers are about 2 seconds ahead of Jonathan Parker, so we got two different packs right now here. 5-car pack out front. You got Josh Arnold, Javine Klein, Mark Kissenweather, John Osborne, and Cody McCorkle in the top 5. Not sure if they're all in the same VC together. I don't believe they are, but man, they had a great pit stop there. McCorkle only had actually, McCorkle is not pitted yet, so he has to pit probably this time by. But top 4 basically gone. Can Jonathan Parker and this group of drivers catch up to those 4 cars before the end of this race? I think they can. They seem a little bit quicker than them, as they're almost side by side too. So there goes McCorkle down pit lane. So it's a 4-car tandem out in front, 2-second lead over the rest of the field.
Right now, you just want to stay connected so you don't have the rest of the field catching you. But it really seems only to be the top 2 connected with each other consistently.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, 4 cars together actually, they're side by side up there. Arnold falling back there. Not sure if maybe he was about to blow up, possibly. That could be it. I mean, you don't want to blow up here, especially when you're so far out in front. They have about 2-second lead still. Drivers behind, we'll see what they are this time by. Lap time wise, they were about 3/10 quicker than them. So it looks like they're slowly gaining. So I think they'll be there within about probably 5 or 6 laps or so. Because once they get within a second, they'll have the draft also of them up ahead. But we'll see how it plays out for these drivers.
Is in this second pack, 48 being ditched on the outside lane there.
And this is not what you want right now for the second pack.
Make sure you don't fall out of the draft here. Just get in line as soon as you can. Such a difference in speed from the inside and the outside. That's how Thomas the Train leads this train.
And now the gap is still about 2 seconds. And actually, this pack ahead was quicker than the pack in the second pack. So man, what a strategy call it might be. These 4 drivers are as quick as that. I know it's 5th through 7th, 18th, I believe, in that pack there. Yeah, 18th. So that's 13 drivers in that second pack, 4 drivers in the first pack, and they're pretty much the same speed. Last time by, actually, no, 8/10 faster was the second pack. So I think they kind of figured out what was wrong. I think Parker still has that damage that might be affecting him. That's kind of why he dropped back. You guys see that left side is a little crinkled up there. I think that's why he decided to drop back, because he knew he was hurting this pack by leading it. They found their groove here. They're within a second and a half of this pack behind. Let's go on board Josh Arnold. See how close they're gaining right now. He's said 208, I was about to say, but 190 consistently there. Let's compare it to Zachary and Meredith right there. About the same, but I think it's a little bit quicker. Meredith last time was a 46.359. The guys ahead, Josh Arnold, a 46.735. And now they're side by side with each other. Not what you want here. Now you know the second pack is catching. Slowly but surely here. This one's going to be interesting here. 18 cars going to duke it out here in the next 13 laps or so for this race win.
Yeah,
It's only a matter of time.
What a night our leader, Yvonne Klein, has had. Was up front early on in the race, involved in the first accident, got all the way to last place, had to fix some damage at pit road, and just slowly but surely got through the field, hung around 5th place on that last run, and now he leads this race.
You see that second pack closing now here. So I think there's a wreck. There's a wreck in the second pack, and caution is out. Jose Ruiz in the wall. Justin Quimby around. Nick Hapiak around. Steven Maggio around. Did not see what happened there. Just heard a little spinning. Saw a few drivers down into the relative. We'll see what happened there. I'm guessing a bump probably gone wrong up ahead. Actually, no. Whoa, what?
Wow.
Something mad. I mean,
It might have been a bump gone wrong heading into turn number 3, putting them on the apron.
yeah, we'll see. This is Enrique Quinez. It's Jose Ruiz. Actually, he's making the move to the inside, side drafting contact, and Jose Ruiz up the racetrack. They go hard hit into the outside wall for Quinez, and he's gonna be out of tonight's race.
Yeah, just try to make a move into turn number 3 on the inside lane, because I just don't think you would have been able to make that
And
move.
Hapiak probably
on
gonna be
the
done here
outside.
tonight also. Same with
23 car.
yeah, I think Jose Ruiz also.
Really unfortunate for these drivers.
Yeah, just aggressive move. I mean, they were catching the leaders, so I mean,
Just an example of one of our keys to the race, just knowing when to make a move. So these drivers are going to come down pit road to top off.
yeah, they have some great records here. I think actually only the top 4 came down pit lane, and a bunch of other drivers staying out. I think they kind of just fueled the car enough to make it to the end. That's why they were so quick on the pit lane, but they did not fuel enough to go have a green-white checkered. So that's why they have to bring it on down, top it off once more with 10 to go. So John Osborne will have the race lead when we come back. We see the final break of the night, and we'll be back for the green flag for the regular season finale here at Daytona. Welcome back at Daytona. 10 laps ago, coming to 9 as we take a quick look at our biggest movers so far tonight in tonight's race. John Osborne, our race leader, started in 19th place. He's up 18 positions. Can he hold off for another 9 laps here?
Yeah, some drivers to watch on this race order. Got Klein in the 5's already been through the field. Meredith at 17 car.
And Chapel too. As green flag is out and away we go. 9 to go here in this World Center of Racing. Who will get to the trigger flag first? And who will fail trying? Good shove to the inside lane. Chapel again with the good restart with Lema behind him. But leading right now is Kyle Taub. He's the 10th driver on the bubble.
Outside lane stalling out around Kite there and Cole Snyder. They stacked up. So we've seen Lehman really been easy to get through the field and to the lead. That's exactly what we're seeing now. Is this time he's pushing the 99 car.
If he's gone and away he goes. I mean, we've seen these two drivers pretty much be best friends here tonight, all night long. And it's going to continue these next 9 laps. Come the 8 this time by.
Kite all alone, stuck in the middle. He's falling all the way back. Got 15 on the wall a little bit there, right ahead of Cole Snyder. Arnold dives low. 15 does follow, and here comes Klein too. Good push, and here they come flying through. Big shoves there, getting squirrely. Klein, new leader from the front to the back and back to the front. And then that was the last run, and now he went from, what, 10th place to the lead in about 2 laps.
Yeah, what a move for Klein and Arnold. Getting him together. I think that's what's gonna happen here in these final few laps. The tandem.
That was a big block.
Klein around, Chapel around, Lehman around. No caution is out. They stay green. The two biggest contenders tonight are pretty much all the way to the back, and if this stays green, they're out of this championship as one bloom blew up as caution finally does fly.
I think it's Chapel that blew up. He is not accelerating.
Yeah, he's
that
slowing
good.
down. And Chapel, man, he had a chance to win his way into the chase, and that chance is over. Fine with the aggressive block down to turn 1.
Yeah, he went for the win, but died trying there. Just one of the best performances tonight. Him, Lehman, Klein.
Oh, it was a bad shove. I thought it was a block there from Klein, but it was just a bad shove actually. Chapel and Lehman being so good shoving together. I think it was a case of pushing the pusher, and Lehman didn't know that Klein was right there. And man, these two have been the most dominant cars all night long. And there goes Chapel's championship hopes right there in the bus stop. Wow. Started on pole. He honestly looked like the best pusher all night long. He was pushing the race leader all night long. His teammate, Nathan Lehman. Lehman still has some damage though. But he still has time to repair it and maybe have a chance at the championship still if he wins this race.
Yeah, but now his partner all night long won't be in the race. He's got to either find somebody to replace them or just try to wing it and go to the front. We've seen him early on in this race have no problems getting to the front, but with all these different cars going for the win, with only a few laps to go in this race, it will really change just the fight to get up front. It'll be everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna come down pit lane unless you got damage in that last caution. But we'll see how that plays out though. As no one's gonna come down pit lane except Chapel. He's reset, and I think probably I have to guess. Actually, Nathan Lehman not coming down pit lane. Guy did had some damage. I mean, right now, I don't even know. I mean, Arnold, he's been good. I mean, Klein's been good all night long. But man, those two, Nathan Lehman and Dylan Chapel, they've been so good all night long. I thought for sure they would probably, at least one of them, be in victory lane here tonight. That flips it all upside down there. And it's going to restart with about 3 laps to go. As not sure exactly who's all teammates up in here. No one really go off of voice chat. You got Kissenweather, Arnold together, so they're 1, 2, and Klein all in the same voice chat. So those three are 1, 2, 3 right now. So I mean, JMC Inc. Incorporated, they're looking really good right now. So 4 laps to go now. We gotta go green with 3. At this point in the race, I mean, it'd be hard to make moves. I mean, you probably have to have at least a one teammate behind you. And I mean, we've seen tandeming has been the best strategy so far tonight. I would say so.
Yeah, these last few laps, I think some drivers will just ditch their usual partners and just try to find anybody to partner up with and go to the front. Every man for himself.
Hmm. Yes, indeed. I mean, at this point, yeah, every man for himself. I mean, that's what you have to do to win. Have a chance at the chase if you need it. Here we go. Pisco coming down pit lane this time by. We have 3-lap shootout, 3 laps here at the Super Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. And away we go. Josh Allen gonna lead us to the green. His 2 teammates on the inside lane. Will they let him in side to the inside? Doesn't look like that actually, so kind of what you said, every man for himself. But Arnold with a good run off the turn, off the tri-oval. Interesting there, kind of a big boost off of turn, not even a turn, just a tri-oval there.
Clearwater ready, 47, trying to split the gap. Is Cole Snyder our winner at Atlanta to start the season at that Super Speedway in second?
It's a 3 wide through the middle, coming to 2 laps to go. Snyder ditches Arnold, gets another little contact. There's a wrecking around. Around goes Meredith there, and a big carnage behind as caution's going to come out there.
12 car to 36. Looks to be about 4 or 5 cars here.
Josh Adams involved, Tiny Kite, Justin Quimby involved.
Mike Campbell.
And Mike Campbell involved there. He stopped. Kind of saw that there. I think it was Meredith in the middle between Kisswonder, I believe. I think it was. Might have been. Yeah, it was Kisswonder at the bottom. Just a bad show for Brett Bennett. And lucky for Kisswonder, Meredith did not go down to the bottom and take him out. But Meredith actually probably had the least amount of damage there from that wreck, actually, surprisingly. But still some pretty good damage there for him. Came involved pretty hard to the outside wall. But I mean, that's how aggressive these drivers have been. I said it earlier in this race. You have to bump to be there. You have to push the guy in front of you hard to get up front. And that's just kind of the end result of it. A little bit too hard pushing there. Also, one thing we got to watch out for is the time left in this race. And we have about 15 minutes to go. So if they don't get back going quickly enough, we might end under caution. We saw that at Pocono. But could still happen here tonight. 15 minutes, I believe, we should be able to get through all the Grand Checkers, but this is the official Grand Checker, first one of the night. I believe they have 3 attempts here.
You definitely don't want another 2020 clash situation where
Yeah.
we just kept getting Grand Checkered after Grand Checkered. Because the field thins out a little bit. Hopefully we'll see a bit more calmness here.
Yeah, it looks like 11 drivers staying out here on seemingly have no damage. Pretty much that's what they're telling us, or no significant damage, I would say. But I mean, if you're not damaged right now, that's a big advantage to you. I mean, right now, it's really anybody's race. I mean, we really don't know who's gonna be the best pusher here. We thought it would be Chapel and Lemon, but they kind of got involved in that second to last wreck. But Cole Center and Mark Kissmiller, they've been pretty good here tonight too. And obviously, you can't forget about Javine Klein being involved in an incident earlier in this race. He's up to third. He has a chance to win this one too. Right now, the drivers in the top 10 that have are not locked into the chase. Let me pull it up real quick here. It would be, so you got Brett Bennett there in the fourth place spot. He's right on the edge behind Kyle Taub, who's right behind him. You got Donnie Kite, who was involved in that wreck. He's all the way down to 13th. Nathan Lamont, he's in 9th, but he has some right side damage. He's not pit to fix that damage. Jose Ruiz out of this race tonight. Dylan Chapel out of this race tonight. Mike Campbell most likely out of this race tonight. And Justin Quimby in that 11th place spot. So still have a lot of drivers in the hunt here for the chase. And will we see a new winner here tonight also?
My word is that anything can happen.
Yep. And all those drivers I listed have not had a win, except Kyle Taub. He does have one win here in this season, but everyone else does not. So they're still looking for the first one of the season, and that can lock them into the chase here tonight. Man, what a win it would be here at Daytona. Probably one of the most famous tracks in America. Probably Daytona, Indianapolis, the 1-2 punch there, I would say. But for NASCAR, this is definitely the place to win. But gotta have 5 more miles here to decide the winner with a 2-lap shootout, a green-white checkered. Right now, Cole Snyder, you won the first race of the season. Can you win the last race of the regular season?
Yeah, and just the keys to the final few laps of the race is we've seen throughout the night bad pushes leading the wrecks. Just make sure you shove the guy correctly, not too hard, and just be at the right place at the right time. Our last broadcast at Daytona a few days ago, we saw cars that were up front the entire night have to be collected in a big wreck at the end of the race on the final lap.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty typical of an iRacing Super Speedway. Even in real life, they always seem to wreck in the last lap. So it's just sometimes it's just about luck. Most of the time, honestly, it is. But you know, hopefully we see a nice green flag finish to the end, and hopefully they keep it green and clean. The saying goes, as pace truck has turned on to the left-hand turn in the pit lane. And away we go. 5 more miles to decide who makes the chase here in NAOR.
Great start on that inside lane. Klein and Snyder. Snyder looks up high here.
Outside looking really strong right now. Bennett pushing Kisswiller, pushing Snyder. Klein on the bottom getting pushed by, I believe, that is the 16 of Kyle Todd, but here comes Bennett to the inside. He knows he has to win to make it in, or at least finish good. He's still on the bubble, but you don't want to be thinking. You want to be guaranteeing yourself into the chase here. But here comes Parker with a good shove from John Osborne through 3 and 4. A few hundred feet to the line. And white flag is out. And one more lap to decide who makes it to the chase.
I don't know if he can throw your white, but if he needs help, he'll dive back up high.
Here comes Bennett getting pushed by Maggio down the bottom. But here comes Kite through the middle with Josh Adams. As around goes Osborne. There goes Bennett too. A big crash behind. 3 cars survive. It's Snyder, Kissingweather, and Parker here late in this race. And Cody McCorkle, he was a lap down a few laps ago. He still has a chance to win this one if they wreck up ahead.
Now you just got to set yourself up, be in a good position to win this race.
Here comes Kissingweather. He looks low. Has a run. Side by side for the win. Cole Snyder got a side drive. Contact made. Kissingweather banging off each other. It's going to be too close to call. And timing and scoring has Mark Kissingweather winning by 3 thousandths of a second over Cole Snyder.
Oh my goodness, Cole Snyder
Wow.
won in a photo finish to start the regular season, and at the end of the regular season, he loses in a photo finish.
Yeah, shades of Atlanta right there. Even closer, way closer even. 3 thousandths of a second. It didn't even look like they were separated at all. Mark Kissingweather wins tonight here at Daytona, and what a win that was. He's the Jones Paint and Designs Daytona 212 winner. What a finish that was. And rightfully so, burning it down in the grass here. Wow. What a finish that was. That's Snyder got to celebrate with him there.
For much of the first half of the race, he just hung back in the back of the pack. It wasn't really until the second half of the race, during green flag pit stops, is when he got back up front. It was pit strategy that helped him get the track position to get up here, and he never looked back.
He had a great one last week at Darlington, got second to Jonathan Parker. This week he wins it here at Daytona, his first one of the season. He has some great momentum going to the chase here. So we'll be right back before our top 3 interviews, and we'll also look at our results here at Daytona. Welcome back here at Daytona. We're going to be speaking to our top 3 drivers right after we look at our final results here. The Jones Paint and Designs Daytona 212. Mark Kissenweather gets the win over Cole Center by 3 thousandths of a second. Jonathan Parker in third, our regular season points champion. Cody McCorkle fourth. What a run from him. He was a lap down during those green flag pit stops. Comes home, avoids a big one, finishing fourth place there. Nathan Lamb on fifth, Justin Quimby sixth, John Osborne seventh, Kyle top eighth, Donnie Kite ninth, Josh Arnold rounding out our top 10. Stephen Maggio in 11th, Zachary Meredith in 12th, Nick Capiak 13th, Brett Bennett 14th, Devine Klein 15th, Josh Adams, the first car on, not on the lap, in 16th, Mike Campbell 17th, Dylan Chappell 18th, Jose Ruiz 19th, Enrique Quinez in 20th. Rounding out our 20 car field here tonight. We're going to speak to our top 3 finishers right now as Mark Kissenweather gained the win here tonight at Daytona. Hello, Mark, you got a copy?
Yep.
What a finish that was! 3 thousandths of a second between you and Cole Snyder. Talk us through you and him coming to the line.
Well, I was just saving my engine, because I knew I was gonna do that as soon as we broke away from everybody, seeing everybody wreck out my mirror, and I just had to time it right. And once I felt like I had a good enough run, I just sent it on the inside. He gave me a little bit of a door to slow me down, but it didn't work. Cole's really good at super speedway racing, so I beat him at his own game, which makes me so happy.
Yeah, also you get your first win of the season going right into the chase here. How's that momentum carrying you in these next 6 races in the chase?
I think it helps a lot. I needed points. I got a win. I was already fourth in the points, so I was locked in already. I'm just happy to win, and the next couple tracks aren't my best, so this will help me a little bit. So I don't really have to try super duper hard, even though I'm still gonna give it my all.
Yeah, you have back-to-back weeks in the top 3, top 2 even actually. So congrats on your win here tonight. Anyone I think for tonight's win?
Just NAOR for having me. Uh, they weren't on my car this week, but last week they were, and yeah, just them for let me race.
Yep, congrats on your first one of the season here at Daytona. We'll see you next week for first race of the chase at Myrtle Beach.
Thank you.
As Mark Kissenweather, their race winner here tonight. Jones Peyton Designs 212 winner. We're gonna bring our second place finisher Cole Snyder. Man, that was almost a first place win for him too. Almost going back to back on the plate tracks, but bring him into the booth here.
I had to give you a
Hello, Cole. You got a copy?
hey, what's up?
Just wrap up in second place, very close between you and Mark there. Talk us through what you maybe could have done differently there, coming to those final 100 feet, come to the line.
I probably would have had to spin him out, honestly. No, no, he made a hell of a move. I was a sitting duck, just being the leader. I was just hoping he didn't go left because I tried to cover the right, and he just timed it perfect. We made a little contact. I tried to side draft him, but not enough. He's a quick little guy, so hats off to him, man. He did great. I'm
Yeah,
happy to see him get a win.
yeah, his first one of the season, but you almost went back to back on the plate tracks here. First race in Atlanta, you won. Almost got here at Daytona. Talk us through next week. You think at Myrtle Beach, starting for the chase.
Oh, that's already next week, isn't it? Yeah, or there's maybe an all-star race coming up soon. Myrtle Beach, that's a short track. I'm okay there, but
Oh yeah, it's 2 weeks. Excuse me.
yeah. So if it's a short track, I'm okay at them, as long as the setup is friendly to me. But I love restricted plates, man. I they're so fun, and I raced there the whole race with a smile on my face, basically, just trying to help my teammates out. And we almost got it done. Just a couple wrecks at the end got us all shuffled, but just I'm happy to finish one. It feels like it's been a little while, so it feels good.
Yeah, you wrap yourself off in second by 3 thousandths of a second. Anyone else you like to thank for tonight's good run?
Yeah, thanks Dan 9 Designs on the car, Pizza and Wings, teammates. Enrique Quinones came out here. He's maybe raced 1 or 2 races this year. Ran great for just coming off the couch, looking like a stud. Dylan Chappell, like I said, we tried to get him a win tonight. He had a win to get in, and almost came true. And thank you guys for broadcasting. Josh, Nick, for running this thing. Love being here. Love racing with these guys. And Mark Kissenweather actually lives down the road, so he's not too far. So I might have to go pay him a visit. No, I gotta buy him a beer. That's for sure.
Yeah, some champagne, I guess. Yeah. But congrats on your second place run here tonight at Daytona.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So that was Cole Center, the 24 machine, and our third place finisher. And I believe he is pretty much locked into our regular season champion chip. There is going to be Jonathan Parker at 48 machine. Bring him into the booth here. Oh, Jonathan, you got a copy?
I do.
So you round yourself off in the third place here tonight. Talk us through that run, seeing that wreck in the mirror behind you, seeing how you got through it. You had some damage though still. Do you think that kind of hindered your chance at the win there?
Yeah, I mean, I got caught up in that first wreck. I had 8 minutes of damage, and then
Wow.
I got caught up in another one, and then it added another minute and a half on top of that. So by the time I was done repairing damage, I still had like 5 minutes of damage left, and so I was shocked. I was able to kind of just be a cog in the machine. If I was in the draft, I was okay, but I mean, already when two cars get hooked up, it's really hard to keep up as the third car. But with damage, I was like, "Oh my god!" Just take the third place after every wreck. I was involved in every wreck, except for the last one. So I'll take the third place because I got unlucky the whole race to just kind of be in a miserable situation, and then I got lucky at the end to be able to be ahead of the wreck and come home with a third place finish.
Yeah, still another great result from you here. And you locked up pretty much the regular season championship last week, pretty much, probably a week before that even. But talk us through this regular season and win that championship, pretty much.
Yeah, I was just trying to be consistent every week. Just make sure you can run top 5, top 3, because if you do, then you have a chance. At the beginning of the season, you started off kind of a little slow, made a couple mistakes at really both Atlanta races, and then after that, I was able to just kind of string together a bunch of good finishes. And unfortunately, Ethan couldn't show up the past few weeks, and we did kind of get hot there, kind of to coincide with that, and got a bunch of playoff points and should have the most. And if I bring that same consistency to the chase, because there's enough races in the chase to where consistency definitely matters, and we can be consistent like we were in the regular season, be able to finish top 5, top 3 most races, we'll have a really good chance at the championship.
Yeah, and you just have a great season overall here so far, and maybe hopefully continues into the chase. Anyone I think for this whole season, regular season championship, and also tonight's race?
I'd like to thank my teammates for coming out when they can. They haven't been able to the past month or so, but that's Jim Porter and Ethan Fonseca Moreno. They've been good. I like to thank Steven Maggio tonight. He was in my voice chat, and we didn't really get to work together too much because I was right the whole time. But yeah, I do appreciate him for stopping by. And I'd like to thank Lowe's Cobalt Tools and JB Designs for sponsoring Jaden this season. He made my paint scheme racing at the Cobalt car. And I'd like to thank Chad and Earl for keeping me calm. I needed that with all that damage. And I'd like to thank Chris Pacheco.
Well, congrats on your third place finish tonight, and congrats on your regular season championship.
Thank you.
So that was Jonathan Parker in that 48 machine. Let's get wrap up our interviews here tonight. And Eric, what a race that was, and what a finish that was.
Yeah. We saw Lehman and Chappell just be the class of the field tonight and just hung out strong on that outside lane. Didn't really go down on the inside lane that much, only when they were really being threatened late in the race. But Cole Sider and the 9 car as well were consistently up front. The 5 of Giovanni Klein. I wanted to get an interview with him after Parker there, but Klein did take off and he just went through the field multiple times. It was really cool to see. He finished 15th though after being caught up in a few incidents. And
Yeah.
we saw tonight the outside lane was just the dominant lane, but the inside lane could get up there occasionally, but you just had to have great consistent pushes. We just saw so many times tonight where the inside lane would get a run with a push, but it would just quickly dissolve out, just too inconsistent. And we saw a lot of bad pushes gone wrong tonight as well, taking out a few cars tonight. But
Yeah,
looking ahead,
just most typical Super Speedway race in the Mouse.
yeah. Looking ahead, we got Myrtle Beach, New Hampshire Road Course, Texas, Bristol, Talladega, and Kansas from Season 5 of the playoffs.
Yeah, very each track presents a different challenge. I mean, got road course in here, Super Speedway, mountain halves, short tracks and whatnot. And also we got the All-Star race next week. Not a lot of details known about that. We know who's in it, pretty much. That's about it. More details will come later, so we'll know more about that. The format and
And
whatnot.
our next broadcast here in LRN will be the Bolt Racing League GNS Season 4 at Lime Rock Park. And then on Tuesday night, it's Bolt Tuesday Night Thunder at Dover. So it should be a fun one.
Yep, and
Next
then
two broadcasts here in LRN.
Wednesday we have the Superstar ARCA Cup Series season finale there at Texas. So another season finale. This one was the regular season finale, but that one's the actual season finale. So champion will be crowned that race. So still have the All-Star race next week at Talladega. So that'll be interesting there. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Tomorrow night, pretty much in Lime Rock Park, the Northeast there. So we will see you then.